play now from Dodger Stadium as the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball one. Harold Reynolds, this Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in winners of 2 straight, and they've been playing some good baseball as well.
Yeah, Matt, they've been playing good ball. You know, yesterday's game, a low-scoring game, but still came off with the victory. So they're looking for the sweep in this little 2-game set now.
And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning. So a moment now to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. Harold, what's the key to avoiding the sweep?
Man, I think the key here is their game plan at the plate. They have to be selective. They have to understand who's on the mound and when he's going to get wild and when he's going to give you something to hit. And when be ready and jumping when he brings it over the plate.
This is pulled into right. Now a dive by the right fielder, but it kicks off his glove.
I like it. Hard line drive on the fastball, hit off the fastball, and good things happen.
Now to the plate, Will McHenry. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Runners on first with 1 down. This is on the ground over to first. And that finds its way through for a base hit. From the stretch. In there, strike one.
Well, Matt, this is a situation in last night's game. They didn't do a very good job of driving in runs. Now, in this game, you capitalize on it. You grow from your...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. No runs on 1 base. At the plate, Nick Castellanos hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year. Called strike at the letters, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Striding in, Jose Iglesias. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Flying toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
That's the 7th game he's hit in. Look out. 7 games. That's 1 week of feeling pretty good. Let's see how long he can make this last.
There's one on the first, and that's 2 innings and 2 double plays they've hit. Coming to the plate now, Mark Augustine, currently with the 3rd best home run total on the ball club. Hit hard to third, and this will get through into left for a leadoff hit.
Well, Matt, we've watched him struggle early, but you always talk about in-game adjustments. Right here, he jumps on the first pitch. They look more aggressive. They look like they've changed their whole game plan to come out now and start firing on all cylinders. What I'm looking for on that right there, he pulls the bunt back, but now you know he's bunting. You tried to make him chase a pitch. Now I come back and throw him a strike and make him get it down. They give you out, take the out.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Striding in once again, Walt Morris, 0 for 1 here in the early going. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Left side, backhanded. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rick Burden. Hit in the air out to left. Marisnik on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Standing in, Lee Smiley.
Catcher, Lee Smiley.
First offering on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line. So digging in now, Will McHenry. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A high fastball is in there. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Well, I think he's trying to get that two-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Gone to lead off the inning.
Well, he tried to sneak a fastball by him, and like they always say, you can't sneak the cheese by the rat, particularly if it's up high like that one right there.
Here's Byron Buxton now. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Boy, I like the pitch idea. It looked like he tried to get into chase right there, make him think that ball's over the plate and it runs away, but he laid off it. I don't know how, but he did.
A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he is in there. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias, trying to make it a 2-0 ball game by bringing home that runner from third. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Strike 2.
This is where getting ahead in the count really pays off for you. Now you can get him to chase a pitch, maybe get a ground ball, double play, or a strikeout. Either way, it's going to help your cause.
1 run, 5 hits, and no errors in the ball game for the Tigers. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Digging in for his second at-bat, Steven Hernandez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the belt, the pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in. Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the... Digging in to try it again, Mark Augustine. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Oh, that grounder got him. Safe at first. A good effort to recover there, and he almost made the play, but that's a base hit.
Up next for
and the pitcher is in fact bunting here as he puts this one down. To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play. Digging in once again, Walt Maris, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And here's a sinker that had a little bit too much dart to it there as it just about came in and nailed him.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. So some life with 2 away as he's into second with the opposite field double. And you see there, he's currently in second place on the Tigers in that category. Pulled toward right center field. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Ready for another chance. Lee Smiley.
Lee Smiley.
First pitch on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Will McHenry. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Here's Byron Buxton now. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
Byron.
And that's taken for strike 1. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. 1 run, 7 hits. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2. Nick Castellanos now 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Nick Castellanos.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Peterson racing back to the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers thinking. He's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
Jose Iglesias is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a liner. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will. Stepping into the box, Steven Hernandez. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Mulgrat is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Ready once again, Mark Augustine. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Augustine
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit high. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line hard, but foul. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th. Pedro Perez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 19, Pedro Perez.
Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Now here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Peterson. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Derek Lockwood. So we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
Hey, it wasn't a huge offensive day.
This pitcher's vital contribution is not overlooked.
With the Gateway Arch welcoming us in the background, a look at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the LA Dodgers and the St. Louis Cardinals. It's Cardinals baseball next on the show. Jeremy Quezada is on the mound for the Cardinals. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, Matt, I love watching this guy pitch. I went back, looked at the video of his last game. He pitched into the 6th inning, threw the ball great, had electric stuff when he needed to, pitched out of some tough jams, and pitched well enough to get the W. So I think we'll see tonight really firsthand what kind of pitcher he is. We'll get to see it firsthand.
Harold, you look at this Dodgers team as they enter play here tonight. Despite that loss last time out, they're still on a pretty nice run as they'd won 6 in a row prior to that.
Yeah, Matt, they're feeling it right now. You know, they're starting to play good ball. They're really playing good. And they're closing in on a division. And this time of the summer, it's all about baseball. You come to the park, the grass is green, you smell the hot dogs, and you're excited to play, even in the afternoon during batting practice. And that's what I see with this club right now.
Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, if you're on the mound, you better be careful with Maikel Franco.
And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. Here comes the first pitch. Gerald Rodriguez comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
I like the pitch. It just missed. That's a sweeping slider. That thing is nasty. Try to get him to chase it. I might even come back with it again.
A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
2 strikes, and he hits it in the left field. You couldn't hit a sand wedge better than that ball was placed right there.
Batting fourth, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. Got him swinging, chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Digging in, Mariano Garcia, hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year. But right there is the second. Standing in, Lee Smiley. Now here's the pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And Harold, we take a look at the Cardinals entering play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Well, Matt, that 500 is like the magic number. Now, they won their last game. Now they're 1 under 500. If you get to 500, you feel like, okay, now we can start to build something special. But you got to get to that 500 mark. That's why this game is so important. They win today, they're at 500.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Into the box, Maikel Franco. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chop foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. 0-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Stepping in, Javier Mitre. And there you see the numbers over his last 8 contests. He's really been leading the charge for this team. Drilled to first. And this continues right on through him as he couldn't knock it down.
Oh, Matt, that's going to go down as a base hit, but I just got to say something. He just olayed that ball. You played it into a base hit. If he gets in front of that ball, he may have a play. I'd give him an air, but it's going to go down as a hit.
Aaron Norris.
Here's the 0-1.
No, that's
Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. The 1-1 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Well, that fooled him right there. Clearly, he was not sitting on that curveball. He couldn't pull the trigger. Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
And another foul ball. He'll try again, 1-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Working for the punch out and the offering. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, Matt, he wasn't going to get beaten at that bat. You could see it in his eyes. He was just determined. Fouled off a bunch of pitches, and he was just digging in, looking for one pitch to hit, and he finally got it and got the base hit.
And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Now batting, right fielder
Diego Carvajal will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
91-mile-an-hour slider. Man alive, there's not many people that throw that one right there. That is the elite group right there. I would throw that pitch every time.
And he's down on strikes, so they get 2 men into scoring position, but that's digging in for his second at-bat, Ronald Fuentes. 0-for-1 here in the early going. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Slider up that he gets a call on. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Now a fastball. Oh, looked below the knees, but he rings him up anyway, and there's one gone. Striding in once again, Gerald Rodriguez. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Heavy sinker just stayed inside. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Bases are empty. 1 man out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Peterson is right there, and he's got it for out number 2. Digging in to try it again, Gary Sanchez. 0-for-1 for him here in this one. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. The windup and the 0-1. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
See what happens when you work fast, you stay aggressive, and you come right after guys. Man, you get great results. 2 quick outs, and now he's 0-2 on this hitter.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mariano Garcia. He's 0-for-1 thus far. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. 0-1 pitch on its way. Shoots this one over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. What a play. Ready for another chance. Michael Franco comes into this at-bat 0-for-1 in the ball game. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away. Stepping into the box, Javier Mitre.
Left fielder.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In there for strike 1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Boy, good fight on the slider, and it just missed inside. This is lifted out to left. Moving under it, Malgrat, and that retires the side. Digging in the switch hitter, Lee Smiley. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Smiley.
Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away. Coming to the plate now, Aaron Norris. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. And he looks at one in there. 1-2.
2 strikes.
The 1-2 pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Boy, and he just won't go away as he fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Brian Sy will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The average right at the 200 mark on the year. 4 home runs and 14 driven in. And he misses with it. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Ready for another shot now. Diego Carbajal. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Malgrat is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Ready once again, Ronald Fuentes. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Malgrat looks up, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Into the box now, Gerald Rodriguez. This is hit softly to third, but an easy play over at third. Digging in once again, Gary Sanchez. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another 0-2 coming. Again, he sends it out of play. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. The 0-2 home. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Looking to send him packing again. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen.
Shortstop, Mariano
Garcia stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Check to swing there and pops this one up. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Mulgrath is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Now in the box, Michael Franco. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Slow roller back to the mound. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Javier Mitre is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
He's falling behind right.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will. In now, Lee Smiley, and a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. Grounded to the right. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. On to first, and the Dodgers come up with nothing as that ends. Now at the plate, Aaron Norris, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Second baseman.
Fastball is in there.
He's been getting ahead in the count all game long. I think the key has been working off his fastball.
And he just misses with a curveball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Line foul up and over the Cardinal dugout. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Kevin Barlow will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Barlow.
Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Bauman. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen.
Right fielder.
Into the windup and the pitch. Diego Carbajal is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
I've been so impressed how he's got ahead of hitters. He's been over 80% in the game right now. First pitch strike to hitters. When you do that, you're going to have good success.
And this is drifting foul back into the stands. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Stepping up now, Ronald Fuentes. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. Hits this one hard the other way, and that'll just sneak past the glove, and it should be a base hit.
I know it's getting late in the game, but that is a big leadoff hit. Maybe now they can start to close that gap.
He's proven to be an awfully reliable reliever this season, He wraps this one up and collects his 20th save of the year so far.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Lee Smiley wins his league-leading 10th game of the year as he racked.
A coach acknowledges a pitcher on his recent spree of strikeouts. He's on a torrid pace. They'll see if he can keep it up.
And welcome inside Dodger Stadium here in Los Angeles. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Almost time for these two to square off right after this. Oh, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Well, he was clearly looking for a fastball right there, and that slider got right to him and went whoop, slid to the side, and as a result, you got an ugly swing and miss. This is just great pitching. They start him off with the slider to get the strike, and then they bust him in with a fastball. I don't know what he's thinking up there, but they really are messing with his mind right now.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Sammy Esparza goes down for the first out of the game. Gary Hawkins comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Can't complain a bit about the weather here. 75 degrees our temperature at first pitch. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
One out, nobody on. And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
Batting third, first baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Cedeno.
And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. The windup and the 0-1. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So they get a 2-out base runner here following the base hit, and that leads us to check out the league leaders in team batting average. And as of right now, these guys find themselves in the number 5 spot in that category in the NL. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired.
Leading off for Arizona.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Pedro.
High fastball is in there.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. At the plate, Jake Lamb. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Grounded to the right. Valentine gloves it. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Coming to the plate now, Marcus Hahn. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Now here it comes. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire. Digging in the switch hitter, Lee Smiley. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a ball hit in the air. Hawkins on the move. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corner. Ready now, Ryan Clement. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Here's the pitch. And he misses there. 1-2.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
So he sets him down swinging. Ryan Clement becomes the first out of the inning.
Roger
Myrick is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
He may have to get his eyes checked on that one, because if he's looking for fastball, man, he had no chance of catching up to that. He better check his eyes. He was really late.
The 0-2 home. And that's lifted the other way out to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Sammy Esparza. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back.
Well, that's back-to-back breaking balls. He's able to foul that one off. Will they come back with a third?
A fastball right over the outside corner. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. 3rd inning, no score to this point. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Digging in for his second at-bat, Gary Hawkins comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Now it's 2-0. Here he comes on 2-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul. 2-1. And the pitch on 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Striding in once again, Blair Cedeno. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. The 0-2 home. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there. You're down 0-2. You're in protect mode. You want to chase that ball. Nice layoff.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a miss. 1-1. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Arizona. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Baumann has a read on it. 2 down. Digging in to try it again. Pedro Cabrera 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Cabrera.
Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
Well, Matt, they've been real aggressive, taking swings early in the count, but you're losing in this game, so you got to make an adjustment. You got to start taking pitches and maybe working the pitcher a little bit more if it's not working, being aggressive. Matt, I really thought they were going to pitch around him here, but now you got an 0-2 count. He swung at a couple balls that weren't good pitches.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and so stepping in, Lee Smiley comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ground ball sent back up the middle. 1 away. Jake Lamb standing in now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Third baseman number 24.
Hit on the ground out to short. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Ready for another chance.
Now
Marcus Hahn.
Catcher. Marcus Hahn.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
Well, this offense finds themselves struggling right now, and they're down a few runs. They got to try to manufacture, get somebody on, maybe hit and run, and then you look for the big ball. Looks like right now everybody's swinging for the downs. They got to turn it around a little bit, play a little small ball, get it going.
So we got him swinging. Marcus Hahn goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Ryan Clement is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, that's 2 quick outs, and he's got a low pitch count. Really being aggressive in the zone has forced him to swing the bats. He's economically low in that pitch count. He's got a chance to go deep in the game.
1-2 now.
Boy, Matt, he's in some kind of groove, and they better get something working because he is 1 pitch away from throwing 5.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Into the box, Roger Myrick. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
Goodness gracious, Matt. 100 miles an hour. No wonder he swung and missed. You're not catching up to that pitch. No way.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Roger Myrick is retired to kick off the inning. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Sammy Esparza is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. This one's down to 3rd. Watson is up with it. Throw on to 1st. 2 gone. Ready once again, Gary Hawkins. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. Fly ball into straightaway left. Marisnick is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Into the box now, Lee Smiley. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Smiley.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And they'll try to get the man to 3rd as he puts this one down. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line. Digging in and looking for more. Blair Cedeno. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you see, he's right up there among the league leaders in that department. Francisco Lindor stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. Chop foul over towards the dugout.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, The more the hitters have seen you, this is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Pedro Cabrera is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that he's only
looking at a fastball to end the inning. Jake Lamb standing in now. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how the starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Baumann giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Digging in once again, Marcus Hahn. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far.
Well, he's really peppering the zone right there, going up in the zone. I wonder if he stays there the whole time. Usually you'll see that with 2 strikes, not with no strikes. One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet. Well, he persevered right through it. Now he's 0 for 2 before this base hit right here with 2 strikeouts. Man, this makes you feel good now. Now he's getting that confidence and a little swagger back.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. High in the air out to center field. Peterson has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Ken Wall will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 15, Ken Wall.
Way in front of a great slider that time. He'll enter play at 313. No home runs as of yet, and 6 RBIs. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Ready on 0-2. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw on to second for the force. Coming to the plate now, Lee Smiley. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Ready with the 0-1. And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out. Ready for another shot now, Sammy Esparza. And then what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one.
Fans are reminded that our homestand continues here tomorrow afternoon with another matchup against the very same Arizona Diamondbacks. Good seats are still available at any stadium ticket window or visit us online at Dodgers.com. And we'll see you here at Dodgers Stadium.
from the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a flare out to left center. Montes into shallow left, and that's the first out of the inning. At the plate, Gary Hawkins, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. And they'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball 1. Hit hard on the ground to first. Valentine is there, and he'll take this on to first, and they're down to their final out, 2 away. Striding in once again, Blair Cedeno. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
A 2-0 finish today. Lee Smiley.